sometimes when I come on, sometimes when I come on this channel, I just be like, on this live, guys, I was like so, um, guys, I was so sad to see what was going on, and yesterday with all of the riots and stuff. It was just so sad to watch, guys. Yes, it was just really so sad to watch. And so my daughter was telling me that our city, was on the list, of being, I guess, one of the cities they did, the most. Because they really did the most out there, you know. It was just so sad. Like, why do y'all do these things? I don't understand. Why do they like to do these things? What is it for? Why? Why do they like to do it? Like, I'm not sure. Can somebody tell me why? It was just so sad. And they had, oh goodness, in LA, they got the guards out there. It's just so sad, guys. I mean, I know, I understand. I understand, and I feel so hurt, and my heart goes out to the family of, I can't remember that man's name, but my heart goes out to his family, and they are in my prayers. Because they could have been any of our brothers, our sons, our uncles. They could have been anybody that we knew. And I'm just, that weighed down on my heart heavy. But we cannot, let that mess with us to the point that we are destroying our city. We cannot let that continue to destroy our city. Like, it's just not right. Like I said, I understand that we are all upset. And distraught about that situation. But like I said, we cannot, we cannot be out there, messing up our city. The president, we already know, he doesn't care about any of us. Excuse me for a minute, guys. I have to open up my chat because my chat is closed. Excuse me. So I have to go in here and unlock, because you guys will not be able to chat with me when you come on. And I was just sitting up here. It's pretty, well, it's not that late, but it is. What happened? Let me see. It's, past my bedtime, but hey. I was just doing a few videos, and this is why I'm still up. What's going on, son?
It's frozen.
It's frozen. It's frozen. It's frozen. It's frozen, guys. It's frozen. It's gonna go off and come back on. Hopefully. But guys, yeah. I was I was really sad to see that yesterday. And I hear they're doing it again today. I don't know. I just want everyone to be safe out there, all over the world, in every country. Guys, in every city, guys, be safe. Do it the right way. It's okay to protest, but guys, do it the right way. And do it safely, please, guys. We don't need you locked up behind bars. We need you out here. We need you fighting with us, We need you. So, let's just, continue to, let's just continue to do things the right way. And, what is the problem over here on this? Okay. Let's get this together, guys. I'm trying to get into my computer, guys, so that I can, it was not welcoming me in my computer today, It was really acting crazy. But we're in, guys. We're in. So I need to come in here and I needed to, no, don't need that. What's wrong, baby? It's still frozen? Let me see.
I just didn't put back on.
So guys, okay. So yes, guys, let's let's be safe. Let's just stay safe and do things the right way, because it just doesn't make any sense to destroy our own city where we have to live, where our children have to grow up, justice will be served. That's for sure, guys. Justice will be served. Guys, I am trying to unlock my channel in case you guys want to comment. So hold on a minute, guys. Give me a few minutes and we are going to be there. We're going to be there. So, how was everyone's day today? Mine was good, Mine was really good, guys. I'm so excited to do this giveaway. I'm just excited. That's going to be this week, guys. So I'm excited about that. And I hope that everyone had a beautiful day. And I'm just doing some more new things. I see they have a curfew on the cities right now. They do have a curfew out on the cities. Come on, guys. What's wrong, baby? Come here. Come here, baby. I don't want that one. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Hi, baby. Come here, baby. That's my baby. Hey, baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
What happened, baby? You got it? You got it, baby? That's my baby. That's my baby. I didn't even get a thumbnail. Said that, but it's okay. It's okay. Yes, baby. You got me? Fine. Give me. Hit a like for your girl. 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 That's so cute. What's that? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, they're so crazy. Let me see. Why would you tonight? I wanted to come in here and see. The Gucci store. What in the world? What in the world is wrong with these folks? So crazy, aren't they? Let me see. Okay, that's better. That is better. Yeah, so what is wrong with these folks? Now, I don't want to play that, guys. So yeah, guys, when I grew up, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Excuse me. When I grew up, I was taught like nothing, no morals, no values, no nothing. And I said when I had my own children, that it was just so important to me to be able to teach my children something. It was, oh my goodness. Let me tell you. Especially my young ladies, my baby girls. Oh my goodness. It was really so important for me to teach them something, honey. Because I was taught nothing. And I had a rough going into a young lady, into womanhood, it just was not good, guys. It just wasn't good, And so, this is why it's so important for me, to do this journey that I'm on, to complete this journey that I'm on, because our young ladies, our women, are the backbone to the family. Women are the backbones to the family. We need women. Without women, there will be no human beings. Well, without God, there will be no humans. But without women, to carry the children and have them, then there will be none. So, I just want us parents, us mothers, to teach our children, because the first time, I'm going to tell y'all a story about the first time when I had sex. Oh my goodness. Hello. How are you, sexy Mama Lynn? Hey, just Nikki. How are you? How you been? I was just getting ready to do a story time, guys. I was just getting ready to do my story time. Yeah, when I'm so glad to see you, Nikki. I've been thinking about you. I got to give you my Gmail. I gotta give you my email account so you can so we can email. You have an email account too? Hey, sexy mama. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Okay, that's good. I'm just doing a story time about being a teenager. And since it's nighttime, should be no kids up. So I could tell my story time. But I was talking about um, teaching our, well, I'm sorry, showing our young women how to love themselves. And also, teaching them morals and values and everything. And I was going to tell when I was younger and, when I was a teenager and the first time I had sex. And guys, I knew nothing about nothing. I was taught nothing about, I was taught sex and sex education, but I wasn't paying any attention to that, the sex education, And I definitely was not taught anything at home. So, guys, so my first time having sex was horrible. It was bad. I was 15 and it was horrible. It was bad, and it was something if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't do until I was an adult, and I was married because it was horrible, and so, and it's something you can't take back. So this is why I tell my daughter, who's 19 years old and still a virgin, thank God. I tell her, honey, you have to. It's something you can't take back, But and then and then it's all about teaching our young ladies about letting them know that your body is your body. Your body is your body. You control your body. You control what goes in it. You control, for the most part, what comes out. Your body is your body. And you have control over your body. And I think once that we teach them and we show them, about their bodies and how to love their bodies, take care of their bodies, and let them know that sex is just not all that it's cracked up to be. And that's what I keep it 100 with my daughter, and I tell my daughter, baby, it's not cracked up to be all of that. You can wait. It's worth waiting for. Trust me. It's worth waiting for. So, but it was bad, guys. It was so bad, and I was just such a fool, I knew nothing, so of course, because I knew nothing about it, the first time it happened, I thought I was pregnant, and it was just horrible, guys, and I would not wish that on anybody's daughter, Oh my God, it was so horrible. So I was telling my daughter, that she can wait, and she agrees about waiting, and she's not in a hurry. She's 19 and she wants to stay a child. She does not want to grow up. But this is a tough world, and guess what? I'm not rushing her. I do want her to be like responsible, and I do, she does work, and when she's ready to go to school, she can go to college, but I'm just letting her, just stay her, be her, be young, because it's not an easy world we living out here. How is it where you are, Nikki? Are they rioting where you are, guys? Because that was a mess in itself, that rioting. I was touching on that when I first came on. That was horrible. All that rioting. Some places did it, the protesting good. But here where I live at, we were on a list to be one of the horrible places because my city was just tearing the city up. They were burning police cars, It was bad, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, I'm praying for the family of the young man, and my heart really goes out to them, and I feel just as bad, but it's a better way to handle it. It's definitely a better way to handle it. So, but I've been just trying to stay offline because, I've been trying to stay off YouTube because, I don't know, I've been keeping busy today. Nikki, what you been doing with yourself? And we are too. We are on curfew, and that because that was horrible. And I was so shocked on last night when the text came in because they sent out a nationwide text, and I was really well, a citywide text here about the curfew, and I'm like, wow, they are not playing. And because my son wanted some snacks yesterday, and we haven't been out, so we've been like ordering food and stuff like that. And so we were ordering the food from this place called GoPuff, and we ordered snacks and stuff. So my son's snacks got low. He said, "Mom, can you order me some snacks?" So when I went to order the snacks, the place was shut down, but it's near like a place that visitors like to go, and visit. It's called South Street. And so I think the place is near there. It's like a little warehouse. Yes, they are. They is really acting like fools. And we're supposed to open up. They're supposed to open up some parts of our city this week come Friday. But I don't know if they keep acting like that here. I don't think the mayor, I think he's going to revoke that opening because they were out there acting like fools yesterday. They burnt 3 cop cars and everything. I don't even know how many people was arrested, but I see somewhere they have the National Guards because the president, he don't care about nobody. He said, I will get the National Guards to come out here, and I saw somewhere that today excuse me, they have the National Guards out there. I said, he is not playing, honey. um well 2 police officers, yeah, it's so disturbing to watch, and 2 police officers were injured, I think here, where and through with the riot and everything. And it was supposed to, and even today they were trying to tear up the city, my daughter said, and they were doing trying to do a peaceful protest, and they wanted to go into the Target store and tear the Target store up. I'm like, that is so crazy. People are just so angry. And I can understand the anger, but not to that extent where you just want to go and tear other people's property up, because that's not right, you know because you wouldn't want anyone coming tearing up your property, you know so I mean, what's that what is that going to do? They went and they said yesterday they went on the little street. So anyway, I couldn't order the baby any snacks yesterday because they were somewhere near, probably where I am is the warehouse, somewhere close, probably a walking distance from where I live is the GoPuff warehouse here in this part of the city where I live. And we couldn't order anything for the baby, so I had to wait until this morning and order him something, because they were closed, and they usually don't close. So I said, because they said they were down there a few blocks, like I said, in walking distance. They were down there. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Thank you. They said they were down near going into the stores, and from what I understand, they were breaking into the stores and taking sneakers and stuff. But from what I understand, I thought that the stores were all closed up. But I don't know. But it's just such a shame. It is disturbing. It's just crazy, So I just been trying to keep, I've been staying off of YouTube, cause them three mommies, they done went crazy, with they going crazy with their stuff, and I don't want to sit and I don't want to bash them, as entertaining as they are, because they are very entertaining, you know. But as entertaining as they are, I don't want to bash them. If I can do anything for them, I would like to help them. So, but they've been going crazy. I guess everybody got to make $1, on YouTube. So that's not been yeah, I had to get off. So I got back into reading again because I love to read, Nikki. So I've been doing more reading. I ordered a book. It's a young lady here in my city, and she does a lot of things in her community. But when she does a lot of things for the community. She does them really big, to the point where we can come from different parts. She doesn't live in the same part of the city that I do, but she lives close enough for me to get to her, to be if I needed anything, that she was doing, because she does a lot of giveaways and things of that nature. She is, and it's not, the one thing about her is this, she doesn't know how to, right now she's getting along with, she was close to Jazz, but now I think she's getting more close to Ming now. I don't know if her and Jazz fell out or not. I'm not sure. Because I haven't really been on there today. I had to just give myself a rest, because that watching, especially us women, but watching us as a people, degrade each other and put each other down, it bothers me so much. I just don't like it, and it makes me feel so bad inside. So I just couldn't watch it anymore. So, but with Chrissy, my thing with her is, I don't think that she's looking for something. She's looking for, I don't know what she's looking for, but she must have been hurt in her childhood so much, to the point where she just can't get along, and she can't keep a relationship, period. And I say that because she didn't have any friends before her and Jazzy got together. She wasn't hanging out with anybody. She was. I'm lying. She was hanging out with one YouTuber, but I don't see her hanging out with her anymore. So I don't know if they had a falling out. But if you can remember, at one point in time, her brother, about a year and a half ago, her brother did a video on her, and he was like, on there talking about her, and talking about, how I don't know what she did to him to make him angry, to make him go on YouTube and bash her the way that he did, but he did, So from that, I get, and just from the way that she acts, that, she doesn't know how to have a relationship with anyone, yeah, she doesn't know how to have a relationship with anyone. So if you can't have a relationship with your family, she has a sister, but she never talks about her sister. You never hear about her sister being with her before. And a few years ago, her and her sister went to Miami, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. They went to Miami together, or something, but then I don't know what happened with their relationship, but you don't hear about just nobody, you haven't heard about anybody. So, and the brother was saying that, I guess the same attitude and the same cockiness that we get on YouTube from her. I think that is actually who she is, because the brother was like, really reading her in the video, and in order for you to, for family or anyone to do that, especially family, she must have really hurt him. But he was just saying how that she was trying to be like their sister with the way that she lived, I guess with how she was living, the kind of how she wanted to live in. She wanted to be like her sister, and she was trying to be like her sister. But I guess from that, he was trying to say, that she wasn't ready, to live like that. But she was trying to live like that. So, because from what I understand, she only has, it's only her and her brother by her mother. I think her sister comes from her father's side, but it's only her and her mother. I mean, her brother. You know. So I don't know about Christy. I'm just hoping that she learns to love herself first. And this is my thing about our daughters, teaching them how to love themselves, or showing them how to love themselves, and letting them know, that you have to love yourself first before, if you want someone else to love you, you have to love yourself first. I mean, we are family, so we're going to love our family regardless. But, out there in the real world, we want them to meet nice men, respectful men that's going to respect them and treat them good. So their love has to come from inside for themselves first. And that's what all of the ladies are lacking. And that's loving themselves, And, but that's easy for all of us, not even just them, but for all of us to lack. Is loving ourselves, We look for others, to love us, but we have to love ourselves first, And that's what, I don't know if she has daddy issues, but it's just sad, So I'm just praying that, things work out there. I mean, she seemed to be in good spirits today. She didn't let that knock her down. She said, yeah, hey, it is what it is, because you can either wallow in pity, or you can get up and dust yourself off and you can keep it moving, So that's what she decided to do today. She decided to get up, dust herself off, and keep it moving, so that she can be a mother and take care of her children. And she just has to get rid of some of that bad behavior she has, when it comes to exactly. And that's just what I was saying too. And because I have two daughters, and would I want anyone talking about my daughter? No. Would I be upset if someone was talking about my daughters? I would definitely be upset, They need to give them a rest, but we have to realize that people like drama. This is why, people like drama, people like entertainment, and I'm just drama free. It's nothing but what my title is today: positive vibes only. It's only positive vibes over here, honey. And I'm only doing positivity, and that's in my life, period. And I tell that to everyone, my family, it doesn't matter, because who you are, it's just positive vibes over here. And if you don't have those, and you have nothing to bring to the table but negativity, then we're just not for each other. We're just not, that's it. See you later. Goodbye, And I had to tell that to my family, because that's how I feel, inside, I don't want the negativity. I don't want the drama. I don't want to talk about people. I don't want life is so much more to life than all of that, and that's what I think we don't realize. There is so much more to life than all of that. And I mean, and that doesn't matter. That includes my children. It does not matter. At this point in my life, you know what I want more than anything? Peace. And that's how I live my life. Peace. Positivity. I want to give out nothing but positive vibes. And what I want to receive is nothing but positivity. I don't want any negativity. And those young ladies, like I said, you know, I've done a video of it about Liv, and my video was nothing but positivity, and me being a woman that being a woman that could be her mother. I can be all of those young ladies' mother because my son is 31 years old. My oldest child is 31, so I can be the mother of all of them. So why would I sit back, you know, at my age and put those young women down like that? No, my job is to do what I do for my own daughters, is to continue to teach them, to be a mother figure, because I can't be a sister figure. I'm too old to be their sisters, but I can be a mother figure to them, and that's just the bottom line, you know, that's just the bottom line to that. But people like drama, so because people like drama, they are going to go and they're going to keep on talking, because people are doing YouTube about money. I'm not doing it about money. It's not about money for me. you know it's really not about money for me. I'm not doing it to get money, and that's what some people are doing. A lot of people are doing. So this is why it doesn't matter to them. No, I'm definitely not a bully. I'm definitely not a bully, and some people are. They do get bullied a lot. And I think that's the difference with putting your whole life out there. And that's just not on YouTube, but you know what? That's in this world, period. If you put your life out there, your raw life out there, how you live, someone is always going to have something to say, whether it be negative or positive. Someone's always going to have something to say, and that's just the reality of it, and but by them, putting their, like I said, their life, every personal thing that happened in their life, every bit, everything on there, everything that they do on there, by them putting everything on there like that, yeah, they are going to be scrutinized. Why? Because it's people that's sitting home already, that's miserable. Misery loves company. So if people are sitting home already miserable, hurt people hurt people. So they're going to come on YouTube and they're going to bash those young ladies and everything. But the thing is, it's a lot of people that really love them. They have a lot of love out there and a lot of support. And to each his own. Like I said, I'm not about to sit here, and judge them or bash them or talk about them, because to each his own. you know no one is perfect, and none of us live perfect lives. We have all made mistakes, and I know I have, but you have to live and you learn. Life is just about lessons. So it's like, how much, what are you gonna do? And like I said, what she did today, she came on and she did a video, because she said, well, it is what it is, if the video photos come out or whatever, if it all comes out, it all comes out. It is what it is, because she said she took accountability for what she did with those photos, with how she acted, and the things that she did. She said she took accountability for all of that, and and that's why I want to go into, teaching young women, that, it, you know, they need to learn that some things is okay to do, but some things is just not okay, I mean, it's just, yeah, she came in and she just was like, she just wanted, because she said, I know my address was leaked. She said, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I know that I do reside in Houston, because she said she was going to get up and she was going to go move. But she said, I just want to let y'all know that I do reside in Houston. That is where I am, since my address was leaked. And because she was upset and she was scared with the guy, because she really didn't know him. And she said she was going to up and she was going to move again. But then after she thought about it, because she really don't have anybody, like she really, and that's the bad part about the situation. People bashed her because she moved from Vegas to Houston and left all of her stuff behind, and people are so newsy, and they just kept talking about that up until now. They are still talking about what happened to the pods. I thought you were moving the pods. Why you didn't? Where's the pods at with the furniture? And I'm like, why are people worried about her pods and where her pods are, and if she moved her stuff, unless they were going to help her get the pods and move them, and she didn't have anybody to help her, she didn't have anybody to help her. And then, with everything going on with her and Olivia falling out again, and then Olivia got on there and told a lot of her personal business, about what happened, and that's why she just woke up today and like, hey, it is what it is, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on here and I'm going to let the people know that yes, I do reside in Houston. I am not moving. Okay? This is it. She's looking now to make friends in Houston. She's looking to get people, because she's getting ready to start her lash line, and she's looking for models, and she's getting ready to do her thing now, and I said kudos to her for that, because like I said, we all make our bed. We either lie in it and wallow, or we get up and keep it pushing, brush ourselves off and keep it moving. And that's what she decided to do today, and that was all she could need to do, because she can't lay down and not get up. She has 9 kids at home, she has 9 kids at home, but excuse me for a minute, my nose is running. But what I was just saying, and I was thinking about, a lot of times, we teach our children, I always thought raising children, when I always thought that teaching them teaching them and telling them was important, but what's more important is showing them. This is what I learned. What's more important is showing them. So you have to show them. You can tell them, but showing them is what they're going to remember more than you telling them. And I just realized that, and my oldest son told me that, And he really had me thinking, like, because I thought that, like some of the mistakes that my mom made with me raising me, a lot of the mistakes that she made in parenting, the things, I mean, she did the best that she knew how to do. I'm not, knocking her. And I've never knocked her all her life. She did the best that, all of my life, she did the best that she knew how to do. Parenting does not come with a handbook, you know. But some of the things that she did or did not do, I wanted to change it when it came to my children, and so, I did. I did a lot of things differently um, than she did, and she actually noticed, in the midst of me raising my children, and this is when they were all still, young, and we were in my kitchen, and she said, you're a much better mother than I was, you know. And I told her, don't knock herself, because parenting doesn't come with a handbook. I just knew, you know, what I wanted to change when it came to my parenting, when I became a parent, and I did, like I said, I didn't knock her, I didn't blame her, or any of that, I just needed to change up some things, but she noticed a lot of things that I had changed, and and that's what's more important when it comes to parenting. I'm learning because my oldest son, because I always thought, like, I have 6 children. I have 4 boys and 2 girls. So I always thought that only a man can raise a son. Because how am I going to teach a man how to be a man? All I can teach my sons is to be independent, and how to take, you know, take care of themselves and do for themselves, and not to wait on no one, and to know how to do cleaning, laundry, and all those things, cooking, and not have to need anybody for those things, but be in a relationship because, that's what you want, but not because you need a woman to do those things for you. You can survive on your own. You can do those things on your own. That was, I thought, was all that I can teach my sons, and but my oldest son told me just recently, he said, when I had brought that up in conversation, we were on the phone one day, and I said, a man cannot teach. I mean, a woman cannot teach a son how to be a man. And he said, Mom, that's not true. He said, Mom, that's not true. He said, because mostly what I'm doing with my own children, raising my own children and the things that I do, even in my everyday life, he said, Mom, those are the things that you taught me, And I'm like, really? He was like, yeah, And I'm like, wow, I never thought about it that way. I just thought, when it comes, excuse me, when it comes to being a man and, things that you're supposed to do as a man, feelings that you get as a man. I can only tell you feelings, that a woman, because I'm a woman. I was a girl. Became a young lady. Now I'm a woman. I can only teach you about those, feelings, and I can only relate to those type of things. I can't relate to what it is to be a man, what it feels like to be a boy growing into a young man, into a man. I can't relate, to my son that, I can't relate that to my son. I can't, I won't know what he is feeling or what he's going through, if he's going through anything. I can't relate because I am a female, And this is the part when I say only a man can raise a man, But this is not how society looks at it. They look at it like, it's the mama's job to raise the sons, to teach the sons how to be men. And I'm like, wow, I never saw it that way. And actually, I really still don't see it that way because, as I just explained, I can't relate to my son, my 8-year-old son, coming to me saying, "Mommy," telling me anything about his body or how he feels or what he's going through. I cannot relate, you know. And this is where I say, this is where the dad comes in at, you know. This is where the man comes in at, you know. But I've never had any issues, you know, with my sons when it came down to that type of thing, you know, having, you know, issues or going through things in their body. You know, I've never had any issues, you know, but I still can't relate. So I still say, I cannot teach a boy how to be a man, you know. I don't know. I only know how it is to be a woman loving a man, you know. I don't know how it feels to be a young man or a man to love a woman, to feel. I don't know any of that, you know. So I can't tell you how to feel, you know. Because actually, sometimes I wonder if men feel like we do when it comes to, you know, loving women and, you know, taking on a woman, a wife, you know. I just don't know, you know. So it all seems so confusing, but guess what? It's life, you know. But motherhood does not come with a handbook, you know. It really doesn't. But I thank God that for each and every one of my babies, although they're growing up for me, I thank God for them, you know. I really do. And the experience, you know. It's a lot of things that I could have did better as a mother, you know. I feel like I could have did better as a mother. And but it's nothing, you know. And then I also want, you know, we have to. So I was talking about the young woman that lives in our city who wrote the book that I just read. I read the whole book from last night till this morning. I started the book last night at bedtime, around 8, and I finished the book this morning. And I have daddy issues, so it's hard for me dealing with men. It's like I'm looking for a daddy figure. My dad didn't know how to love me because he was mentally ill. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Nikki. I'm really sorry to hear that. And oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And you're not the only one. I had daddy issues because I had no daddy raising me at all. My daddy didn't want to be there for me. I met my dad. I remember him when I was a little girl, and I didn't see him for years. And then he came back when I was 17 years old to see me. I don't know why, because he didn't stay in my life, but he came back to see me, and that was it. I haven't seen him since. He wouldn't keep in touch. I tried to keep in touch with him, and he didn't want to keep in touch. You know, he just didn't want me, you know. And so I know for sure that I have daddy issues, you know, and I may have been looking for love, you know, in my teenage and my young adult years from a man. So I know I have daddy issues, and I also have an issue because I had no daddy and I had no man there, you know, to try, you know, to tell me to do this or to do that, um, or to instruct me on anything. I didn't have a man there to do any of that growing up. So it's like now I find myself getting into confrontations with like my brother, my sons, because I didn't have a man there, you know, so it's like I don't have that trust when it comes to a man. With my husband, God rest his soul, it was nothing, I didn't have that trust there when it came to, you know, their word, trusting their word, believing what they say. I have daddy issues also, and um, yeah, I have daddy issues too, and it's not a good thing, I don't know if I'll ever not have daddy issues because I guess I may have to go to therapy to get through that, one day, but I know for a fact that I have daddy issues, and I see it in myself now. Like I said, sometimes me and my son, we go back and forth, and he may not understand when he's trying to tell me something, but it's not even with him being a man. I'm not the type of person that just believe anything anybody say out of their mouth. You can't get me to just believe anything you say out of your mouth. I didn't have therapy in my life right. I didn't have therapy in my life right now. I'd be even more unstable. And I'm with you on that. I tried therapy, and guess what? Man, I just couldn't do it. I was definitely looking for love in all the wrong places. I have a boyfriend now, but I have so much old trauma. I can't even love him correctly. Yeah, just try to love him the best of your ability, and try to keep in mind that you do have those issues, because a lot of things that we older now, so they're saying, they say is, better. That saying goes to say that, um, better, do better. So now that we are aware of our problems, or that we're going through. Oh, you do go to therapy? It's working? Well, honey, I tried therapy, and oh man, oh yeah, I tried therapy, and I was really going through something. And when I went to therapy, I was in so much pain. I just couldn't. I couldn't break through that pain, Nikki. Oh my gosh, I was in so much pain. This is why I went to therapy, and just for some reason I couldn't break through the pain. So the therapy wasn't helping me. What I needed at that time was to get rid of so much pain that I was carrying. Yes, it's like I'm sure. Listen, this young lady wrote a book, and she said that her life was something else, and her life was something else. But when I read it, it wasn't like nothing I wouldn't expect, or it wasn't nothing so detrimental that it was her life. To her, it was, But I say this. I think we're gonna all write a book on our life. Because, honey, we all got some stories and some things that we have been through. But, excuse me, I quit therapy because I quit going to therapy because they wasn't helping me. She would give me exercises to do, and I respected all that, but it wasn't what I needed at the time. At the time, I needed, oh my goodness, I needed to get rid of that pain that I could not get rid of, because I was just going through a lot at that time. And I was just trying to be so strong, for my children. I wish I would have gotten it sooner. It would have saved me for 17 years of addiction. I understand. Listen. if we knew some of the things that we know now, you know, we would have been did it. But guess what? We have to look at it like, you know, we all had a road to go through, to go down. Pain and trauma will eat you up. Let me tell you, that pain ate me up so much. And I carry, and I think, well, to this day, I'm still carrying pain that I can't get rid of. But it's not so bad, you know, that, you know, sometimes I find myself sad. Sometimes I find myself, you know, if I'm watching something or if I'm reading something, you know, it could be happy tears, it could be sad tears. You know, I could find myself on the brink of crying, but I don't have the pain that I was carrying. You know, I don't. It hasn't come to the surface. Thank God. It's buried down there and there somewhere because it's still there. You know, it hasn't went anywhere. I'm sure. But I just wanted something to ease that pain, and the therapist didn't know what to do for me. She didn't understand, you know, and I would go sit and I would wait hours just to see her, like on the emergency thing, and it was nothing. Oh my goodness, she just didn't understand. She didn't understand the pain that I was in, you know. And I quit going because I started going again after that. Before my husband passed, I started going back to therapy. But even with that counselor, sitting down talking about your pain, it just resurfaces itself all over again. And I didn't want that pain. I didn't want to feel that pain. I couldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. And I didn't go back to counseling, you know. And then when my husband passed away, you know, that was just more pain on top of pain. And honey, I just pray every day and ask God to continue to keep me. And I just stay positive and, you know, stay away from drama, keep the positive vibes, you know, because people will put negativity into you, honey. They will feed it into your soul. They will feed you negativity into your body, and I just can't, you know. I just can't let them. Child. To know better is to do better. That's the saying I wanted. So, you know, when you know better, you do better. You know, so now I catch myself at times when I'm going and when I'm battling back and forth with my son. And I know it bothers him, and he notices it a lot, you know, and it bothers him. Sometimes it makes him angry. And I don't mean to anger him, because the Bible says, you know, it's a sin to anger our children. So we can't, as well as, you know, we don't want them angering us, we can't anger them, you know. So I try not to get into this, you know, back and forth discussions, you know, because, you know, yeah, I try not to do that with my son. I just tell him we're going to agree to disagree and leave it like that, you know. Because, and I know it's because I never had a man there to direct me, you know, and yeah, I never had a man there that I could be like, okay, I'm going to let you take the head, you know. Because my husband, he wasn't like that. He was just soft-spoken, and, you know, he wasn't like that, you know. And especially, you know, before I got married to my husband, I was by myself for a while, you know, not in a relationship. And a lot of times, you know, we women are already set up doing our own thing. You know, I always had my own home. I was always raising my children, you know. So I didn't need a man there to tell me what to do or how to do it, because I was already doing my thing, you know. And I guess that was another thing, that I was just so independent, you know. I was too independent. Um, so, you know, it is what it is. And that's why I be like, my next man, we gonna live apart in separate houses. We gonna live, he gonna live in his place. And we can get married, but he gonna live in his place and I'm gonna live in mine. Okay? That's what I say. I don't know who gonna go for it. I guess it'll be when I'm old, you know. I don't know. I say that now because that's how I feel. I really do feel that way right now. I really feel like if I get into a relationship, if I get into a relationship friendship, then I really feel like he can live in his home and I can live in mine. I really do, because you just don't be wanting that drama. You know, I come spend the night with you sometimes. You come spend the night with me sometimes. You know, but yeah, I'll come spend the night with you because I have kids here, and then I have a daughter. You know, I have a daughter here. You know. You say the same thing. That's what I say. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. And some people live like that. Well, some people live like that because they just still, and it's cheaper to keep her. So some people live like that because it's cheaper to keep her. You know, I know quite a few people that live like that actually. They're not in a relationship, but they stay in this. They coincide in the same home together. They don't really interact with one another, but they do coincide in the same home. You know, they're older, so they don't have men, you know, the opposite sex coming in and out. They do respect the domain. This is our house still, you know. But, I mean, I think it'll work. You know, because see, I done got used to sleeping in my own bed, you know. And my baby, he be wanting to sleep in my bed. And I be like, no, baby, I'm used to sleeping by myself, you know. And then, no, I got used to sleeping by myself. It was like, if I was my boyfriend, I wouldn't fool with me at all. Girl, he do with you because he love you, you know. He really love you, and that's a blessing. That is such a blessing to hear somebody to love you, you know. And it's nice having somebody to love you. Girl, we all a piece of work, because I know I'm a piece of work. Living here with my adult kids, you can ask them, they gonna tell you she a piece of work, honey. I'm a piece of work, trust me. Especially now that you get older, you're going through hot flashes. And this is why I said, you know, we need to have our own space. You know, me and a man, we need to have our own space because, you know, hot flashes. I might not want you near me. But you know what? I was like that. The thing is, I was like that with that time of the month. When I had it, because I haven't had it. Oh my gosh. I haven't had it in a long while. It's not. I haven't had it all year. I can't even remember. Excuse me. I can't even remember the last time I had. It's. I know it hasn't been this year. That's for sure. And we in the fifth. We're about to enter the 6th month. But you have to wait until, because I know I'm going through. I'm 50, so I know I'm going through premenopause. So. But you have to wait a year for it to just be gone completely. You know. I've let him spend the night once during this quarantine. That's it. Just once. Girl. Excuse me. I don't know if I can have anybody in the bed with me. I had a couple of friends, and I just, you know, I don't know. I had this one, he was interested in me, and but it seemed like he was just interested in sex, and I wasn't giving up the goods. I'm too old for that. And so, but we had, you know, we were on 2 different pages, he and I, when it came to life and relationship. Uh, so I knew that from the first conversation with him, nothing was going to, that wasn't going anywhere. I knew that wasn't going anywhere, honey. So I just kept him in the friend zone. He didn't like that, you know, and yeah. But he said, and then his conversation turned me off because he was only going to be. Oh wow, my mom had one a hysterectomy. Hysterectomy. How old were you when you had your hysterectomy? If you don't mind me asking. I think my mom had hers in her late 30s. Excuse me. Um, I'm sorry, she had to have hers in her late 40s. That's all right, girl. That's just a more playtime. That's all that means, baby. More playtime. Shoot. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't I'm praying that I don't have to have one, you know, ever. My mom had one. I know a lot of people, a lot of women had them, and I'm praying I don't have to get one, ever. Yeah, I'm praying that I don't ever have to get one, you know. And so you see, and that's why my mom had one. So, like, I couldn't go to my mom and be like, well, when she went through her, because hers stopped, after the hysterectomy, she didn't have it no more. So she didn't go through what I'm going through, and a lot of women didn't go through what I'm going through. Well, no, I did have my cousin who lives around the corner. She did tell me. I did ask her, and she couldn't. She said she couldn't hardly remember. And she's older than me. She's in her 50s. She is maybe 50, 54 or something like that. I'm not sure. But I know she's older than me. And I was asking her questions, but she could not really remember. And so I don't really have anybody to ask and relate to, when it comes to, because I was asking my mom about, and I forgot that she had the hysterectomy, and I'm like, oh man, I forgot. So, I'm just, oh no, I did talk to, I was in a bar last year. Yeah, I was in the bar last year, and I asked. I was in there with a young lady who was a few years older than me, and she was telling me about hers, and she said she didn't have hers for oh wow. Oh, do you have any children, Nikki? My yeah, so the young lady who was sitting there, she was just saying that hers come, she said hers go off for 11 months and it comes the 12th month. She said she was in her third year going through that. It will go off for 11 months and come the 12th month. So this is what my body is going through right now. Okay, I think I did my first year already. I'm on my second year. Okay, yep, you have a daughter. Okay, good. Um, that's wonderful. Um, yeah, so she said, I'm in my second year now. She said you go through it for like 3 years and then it just completely stops. So she said she's on her 3rd year. So I don't know what my body is doing, but I haven't had mine. And yeah. So and then I get hot flashes. So but when I have it, I don't get the hot flashes. When it does come, then I don't have the hot flashes. But I get the hot flashes now. But my mom, now do you go through hot flashes? Because my mom is 70 years old and she says she still has hot flashes. And she had a hysterectomy. So she says she still has the hot flashes. I asked another lady, she is 80 something, and she didn't say she had the hot flashes. But you have the hot flashes, Nikki? Because honey, they don't be like so bad. My mom used to. Oh, you get nausea with yours? My mom's, hers be so bad. She be like, oh my God. Mine's don't be that bad. It'll be just a rush of, and I'll be like, all right, and then it'll be over, and I'll be happy. You know, so they don't last too long, and they're not very often, you know. So, and then I think it has a lot to do with what I eat and how I eat too. So, you know, as long as I'm taking care of my body and, you know, eating right, I don't get them too often. Excuse me. But so that's what I'm working on now, you know. I know it's too late to be drinking all this water, but I love water. But yeah, so I hope it. Do she? Now your mom is 65. She don't get hot flashes or anything at 65. Cause I don't know why my mom still gets them. And it might have something to do with her having a hysterectomy. But I don't know why she still gets them at 70 years old. And I pray that I don't get them at age. At 70 years old. Oh my goodness. But she says she gets them still. And she just be like, oh my God. Oh. Ooh. And she just be making all this noise. And I be like, is it that bad? Oh my word, Lord, I don't want to have to go through that. So mine don't be that bad, thank God. Mine don't be that bad. She be like, oh no. My babies done went to sleep. It's quiet in here because I was in here doing some videos. I had to go close my doors and do my videos, and then they came knocking on the door because the baby, he just, I don't know, he a piece of work, the baby. He only talks to me, and he's sitting in there, and he was hungry, and he didn't want to tell anybody he was hungry. And I was in here with my door closed, and he just bust out crying. My daughter said, I didn't know what was wrong with him. And I'm surprised he did that to her, because he usually would tell her he's hungry or something, but I'm surprised. This is why I don't let him go anywhere, because he don't talk to people. He's so quiet, my baby. So this is why I don't let him go places, guys, because he does not talk to anyone. But the thing is, he goes to school and he'll talk to the teacher. And he'll just be a little motor mouth when it comes to the teacher. I just think about how my grandmother used to always say, just keep living. Now I understand that phrase. That's right. Keep living. You will learn a lot. You'll go through a lot, and you'll learn a lot. My grandma just passed. She was 90. Last year she just passed. Yeah. Yeah, he got. Yeah, he real shy. Even when he go to my son's house, my oldest son, he's the only one I'll let him go to his house. He's the only one because he don't talk to nobody else. He don't talk to his other sibling. He do talk to my two I have here. My son is 25. He'll be 26. My daughter is 19. He will, but I'm surprised he did that to her. Probably because I've been keeping him out of her room, giving her privacy and stuff. Because he was in her, I mean, he has his own room. I have a 4-bedroom house, and he has his own room. Everyone here has their own room, and but he doesn't like to sleep. Scared to sleep in his own room, so he was sleeping in her room for a good while. Oh my goodness, for a long time. But he was treating it as though it was his room, and he was going in there watching TV when she wasn't home, or if she wasn't in there, he'd just go in there and watch TV and just sleep in there, just do what he wanted to do, you know. And but I decided to let him give her a break, you know. And so he's been with me because he was in her room, I think, earlier today, and she put him out. She put him out. Oh, my crown is falling. She put my baby out, Nikki. She put my baby right out. And, because she got used to that break, because that's what she needed. I mean, she doesn't have any kids of her own, so I don't want her to feel like she has one, because she does not. You know, that's my baby, you know? And I had to remind her that a lot, because I think she was thinking, I think a part of her was thinking she was the other parent. That girl was a trip. You don't have to. Yeah, I live in Pennsylvania. I live in Pennsylvania. And they acted a fool yesterday, honey. They acted a plumb fool out there in them streets, okay? Oh my goodness, it was horrible. And I didn't even know, because I don't watch the news, Nikki. I don't watch the news, girl. Listen, when I tell you, I can't. I be sitting up here crying all day, every day. I be depressed if I watch the news. So I can't watch the news. I be so depressed. And so I start watching the news. And I'll just listen to it when it comes through on my Apple. And so they were doing those. I didn't even know what was going on. My son called me. My oldest son called me, because I live close to where they were doing the rioting and stuff. And yeah, listen. I live close to where they was doing that rioting, and my son called me and told me, listen, I don't watch the news so much. I couldn't even get the news on my television, because I don't have cable. I have what do you call it? I can't even think of the name of it. I have Fire Stick. I have the Fire Stick. So I don't even have cable, you know. And so I don't even have the news. And I had an antenna on the television, and I took the antenna off because I don't watch TV. And I stopped watching the news because it became, like I said, it became too much. It became too sad. You know, I know this is the world and this is what's going on in the world, but to hear it day and night, it was too much, you know. So I stopped looking at the news, and I get the news, but it comes through my phone, and that is just fine with me. That's enough news for me. And I have this other thing on my phone. Like, I have things on my phone that'll alert me when things happen. Like when things happen in my area, It'll alert me and let me know something's happening. It could be a fire, it could a stabbing, a shooting, a robbery, whatever. It's letting me know it's happening in my area. So it's not. I'm not going to miss anything because I still have a way of And this is how I knew what they were doing not far from me when they broke into that shoe store down there where they have all them stores on South Street. They broke into this store. Oh my goodness. And took all the sneakers and stuff out. Stole all the sneakers and stuff. I think they doing that. They just looking for a reason to act like fools. I didn't even know any of that was going on yesterday until my son called me. I'm like, I didn't hear nothing. So I was watching the news with him on his TV because I couldn't get it. My daughter did get it on her phone though, but I couldn't get it. I was on my laptop, my iPad, my laptop here. I got 2 cell phones. I could not get the news. My daughter found it for me. She found it for me, and I wasn't even trying to get it because it was just so depressing. My son and my grandson was watching it. I still can't believe I got a 13-year-old. I have a teenage grandson. I can't believe it. Like, wow. My oldest grand is a teenager now. Wow. So, but he is a sweetheart too. He's a sweetheart. I have 6 kids and I have 6 grandchildren. And my daughter, my oldest daughter, is about to have her 3rd child. All of my children have 2 apiece. All the 3 oldest. They all have a boy and a girl. 1 boy, 1 girl. So last year I said, on Mother's Day last year, we were all here at my house for Mother's Day. My mom, my daughters, my kids, we were here, doing Mother's Day. We had a Mother's Day cookout. And so I said to them, I'm trying to see who's going to break the tie. Who's going to be the one to break the tie? Because everyone has a boy and a girl. And who's going to break the tie? And it's my daughter. She's having another girl. So I'm excited about that. She's having another girl. I heard it's so great to have grandchildren. Everyone says it's a different bond. It is a different bond. It's such a different bond. Oh my goodness. When you have grandkids, it really is. But right now, because my son is so young, like before he came along, and I had that bond with my grandkids, but my daughter was like 12. So I still always had like a young child around. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have. When I had my son, my daughter was 12. So I always had a young child still. So I haven't actually experienced like having the grandkids by myself. If that make any sense. Yes, us never them. She got her 1K. She must have just noticed she got it. I noticed it earlier. And that she got her 1K. So she's celebrating her 1K. I don't know what she's going to do. But yeah, I don't know. So I guess I'll figure that out. I know with my grandkids, they can get away with murder. They can get away with murder when it comes to me. I give them anything they want. But then I'm also like that with my own son. Well, my oldest son said, Mom, all your kids are spoiled. You did? Yeah, that's nice. I wonder what she's going to do to celebrate. That is wonderful. I wonder what she's going to do to celebrate. It must be something trying to keep up with all those people, honey. How do you keep up with 1K people? don't know. It's hard trying to keep up with the people I have now, but when it happens, it happens. You know. Um, but yeah, it's a definitely a different feeling from being a grandma because I really get to spoil them. I don't beat them, none of that. I just let them get away with murder, and that's it. And give them whatever they want. That's what I do. I guess that's what grandma's supposed to do. Give them whatever they want, and that's it. You know, and let them get away with murder. And my grandkids can't do no wrong. And my granddaughter, she's 4 years old. I have a 4-year-old granddaughter and a 4-year-old grandson. They are a month apart. Those are the two youngest. Yep, those are the two youngest. So, let me see, my grandson is 13. My oldest granddaughter is 10. She'll be 11 this year. She's something else. Because you know them girls are different from boys. Them girls are different from boys. So, yeah. Definitely different. So I was really thankful to God that I only had 2 girls. Because, but the thing about my 2 girls, they were good girls. You know, they were not grown and fresh and none of that, you know. They were sweet young ladies growing up. So I didn't have issues. But I'm glad I only had 2 girls, you know. Glad about that. I love them. But with boys, it's like easier with boys. So, I don't know now. I was just looking at something I was on YouTube. They put a video up and they said the lady was 67 years old, just gave birth to a newborn baby a couple months ago. But yeah, well, she didn't give birth. They took the baby by cesarean, but she got her husband 72 years old, and she's about 67, and she just had a baby. She had a baby. I think she was African. She was African. But oh my God, Nikki, I wouldn't be able to do it. 67. I'm 50 and I'm wondering how Janet Jackson did it. Yes, girl. I'm 50 and I'm wondering how Janet Jackson did it at 50. My son is 8, thank God. Because at 50, what am I going to do with a baby? No. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Not me. You know? So if my new boyfriend is 30 and he ain't got no kids, he's going to be out of luck. Because I'm not having any more. Just playing. I'm just playing. I was on somebody's live and they were talking about relationships. I know that's right. Hey, Thunderbird, how are ya? Thanks for coming in. Girl, let me tell you something. I'm just playing. I used to always tease my sons and tell them, yeah, your next stepdaddy gonna be your age. Your next stepdaddy. But my oldest son, he was like, Mom, I don't care as long as you're happy. But I wouldn't. I'm good. I'm just sitting here talking, running my lips. You know, that's it. Being the silly person I am, because I'm silly. I like to laugh and have fun. Love to laugh and have fun. But how's your day been? You been out there in the riot in Thunderbird? You been out there with the protesters? But yeah, let me tell you something. I just tell my son all the time. So I was in somebody's live, and he was talking about, it was an asking a question, and we were talking about relationships, and they were asking something about a man, and I said, and I just had to be honest, and I said, but I can't help it, cause I like him a little young, you know. I can't. I like him a little young, so you know. And she said, well, yeah, and I just had to be honest. You know, he may not be 30. Or he may be 40. Maybe. Maybe. I can't say. I can't call it. But no. Honey. And they said, oh, you a cougar, huh? I said, call it what you want. Call it what you want. Cougar, whatever. But no, honey, there's something I'm not ready for. Because I am so much at peace, you know, and I just don't want it broken, you know. Nope. Not at all. So, I'm not even, what's the name? I'm not even worrying about that. I'm not even worrying about that. Not at all. Not at all. I'm doing the giveaway this week. I'm so excited about doing the giveaway. Look, my eyes are red. They are red, guys. I'm getting ready to call it the night. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely getting ready to call it the night, guys. I'm getting ready to call it a night. Everybody is asleep. And I've been reading on Wattpad because I don't want to purchase books because I read so fast. And I will read a book in one day. So I don't want to purchase books. So I go to Wattpad. I don't know if you heard of Wattpad. 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 I go on there and I get books off of there, off of Wattpad, and yeah, I go to Wattpad and get books off of there and read those. I have read a lot of books off of Wattpad. Oh, I'm glad you did too. I just was sitting here. I just finished doing the videos, and I said, well, let me just go live and see who's out there. You know, usually people don't come and into my lives anyway, because I don't go live often. I need to like pick a day and be like, all right, every week I'm going to go live this day. But I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. You know, I haven't gotten around to picking a day. I don't know. I know I know that I know that Us Never Done, I know she goes live on Friday night, and then I know someone else who does lives on Friday night, and she also does them, I think, on Monday and Wednesday. So it's like trying to schedule my lives around everybody else's that I'm in, because I'm in their lives because I am. Oh, Nikki, can I make you a moderator? Would you like to be a moderator? Am I? Oh, excuse me. Can you be a moderator on my channel? Cause you are always here. Yeah, Nikki, you are always here. Could you be a mod on my channel? I wanted to ask you before I go ahead and do it. Alright, I'm gonna make you a mod because I don't never because you are always here. So now you are a mod on my channel. But yeah, so that's why I have to go into the other lives because I am a mod, you know, on their channels, and you know how that is. You don't want to leave them by themselves. So you know, so now I have to try to schedule mine around everybody else's. So, and I know the one lady go live. I know she goes live all the time now because I think she's trying to get. She has her 1,000 subscribers. I think now she's trying to do her, but she only does lives. She doesn't do any videos at all. She only does lives. So I think she's trying to get her watch hours in. Son, are you still woke? He has headphones on. He can't hear anything I'm saying, of course. Are you okay? Oh no, he was asleep. See, and then that's another thing. Nikki, I have to watch him at night. Oh my goodness. He sleepwalks when it comes to going to the bathroom. So one night I was there, Nikki. You're going to get a good laugh. I'm going to have to give you a good laugh. I'm going to give you a nice, good laugh. This is my birthday crown. That's my birthday crown my daughter bought me. Keeps falling down. Oh, that's because my stuff is falling. Okay. Now I'll see what. So, you're going to laugh at this, Nikki. Yes. Sleepwalking, Nikki. The little boy gets up one night. I'm in my bed sleepy. The little boy gets up, comes in my room, stands in front of me, and he used me like I was a toilet. He peed on me, Nikki. I was laying in bed sleeping and he came and he peed on me. Yes, girl. Oh. I was so upset. I said, what is going on? Girl, he peed on me. I'm like, so he has this he has the sleepwalker issue where he gets up at night and to go to the bathroom, and the bathroom could be anywhere, the corner. I know one day I was downstairs with a company. My girlfriend was over and her daughter, and no, I think it was my son and his family. We all sit downstairs, and he was up here sleeping. Now I have a bathroom. I do have a bathroom downstairs, and I have one upstairs. I have a full bathroom downstairs, and I have a full bathroom upstairs. But he was, so he came downstairs. He was upstairs sleeping. He came downstairs, and he was going over to the corner near the front door, and he was going to pee in the front door. And I'm like, no. Yeah, so you have to catch him when he gets up at night, you know. So it's like having a baby at night, you know. And I know he doesn't mean any harm. He doesn't know, you know. But girl, he gets up at night. And so this time he made it to the toilet. But sometimes he gets up and he'll just walk out in the hallway, and he'll just go into another room and be getting ready to pee. And we have to jump up really quick and get him, you know. Thank God we are not heavy sleepers. We have to jump up really quick and grab him and tell him no. But the whole time he's sleeping. And so my daughter, she'll fuss at him and be like, what are you doing? I pee in the toilet. And I had to tell her, baby, he don't hear anything you saying. He's sleepy. He's sleeping. He is sleepwalking. That's not the issue though, Nikki. Get him getting out the door. The thing is, he'll go pee. He's sleeping the whole time. He doesn't remember anything, and he'll go right back to where he was sleeping and lay down, and go back to sleep. So never had a problem with him trying to get out the door or anything like that. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why he can't find. He sleepwalks to the bathroom at night. Most of the time, the majority of the time, we catch him. But I had to, and they start yelling at him, and I say, "You're wasting your breath. Don't yell at him, please, because he's asleep. He doesn't know what you're saying, and he's just standing there. He's looking at you, but he's asleep the whole time, and he's just like, gonna do his thing. And he sleep the whole time. He don't know what you're talking about. But he do hear you if you say, "No, that's not the bathroom." He does hear that part. Then you have to jump up. You have to guide him to the bathroom, and it's just like, So that's that's your laugh for the night, girl. The boy peed on me. I can't believe it. So, but my oldest son says to that, he says, "Mom, he's never done it at my house." And I said, "Oh, if you say so, okay. If you say so, I say that. I say if you say so because that the younger people are not. I always been a mother hen. I had a boyfriend that did that once on my floor. Sleepwalking. Oh my God. And I yelled at him so bad. I felt bad afterwards. Was he drinking? Or was he just sleepwalking? Because, yeah. My husband was addicted to alcohol. Yeah, my husband, he was addicted to alcohol. God rest his soul. And, but he's never sleepwalked. So he's always made it to the bathroom. But I don't know what's up with this little boy. And no need to ask the doctors, because the doctors are clueless, honey. I might as well look it up on Google, because the doctors are clueless. Oh, goodness. I hate the doctors. I don't like to go to the doctors. I don't like to. Oh, okay. Because I know my husband never did that. He was drinking, but he never did it. Yeah. He never did it. Now, I know I have a family member who does drink, and he drinks himself into a coma. Whether he's sitting up or laying down, he's gonna piss. He's gonna piss all over everything. Your sofa, your chair, your floor. He's just gonna sit there and piss. He's sleep. He's so intoxicated he doesn't even know. He's just sitting there peeing whenever his body needs to. Whenever his kidney needs to expel, and he'll sit right there and expel it all over your floor every time, the whole time. I think my boyfriend was under the influence when he did it. Yeah, I mean, he'll sit there and he'll expel it all out on the floor all at one time. I can't, and he did that once in my house. And after that, I never allowed him to drink again in my house. Because we're not doing that. And thank God he was sitting in a chair. It was like an outdoor chair. And the pee just went right through the urine. It just went right through the chair, and it was all over the floor. And every time his kidney had to go, he just all went. But he was passed out the whole time. Oh my goodness. I'm like, Okay. Well, you can't drink here anymore. And then he's like, it's hard to wake him up to get him to go home, to take him home. It's just hard. I'm like, I don't know. Excuse me. I told him, nope, no drinking here for you. Not at all. No sirree, Bob. So, yeah, no. But, we all have our things that we do, and I can't do marijuana. Marijuana makes me paranoid. So marijuana is not my thing. It's not my drug of choice, And I drink, what do you call it? Socially. But I hardly even drink at all, actually. Because I'm getting older now. And, once you do things, as you get older, things take a toll on your body and start attacking your, organs and things of that nature, So, once in a blue moon, I might have a glass of wine. Once in a blue moon. When I say once in a blue moon, I mean once in a blue moon. Because I'm not, when I turned 50, I said, I'm giving that up. Because, if you get a certain age, stuff start attacking your organs. And, I just think that it's better that I just give it up. It's better like that. But I can't do marijuana because it makes me, when I was younger, I used to do marijuana. It makes me, what you call it? Paranoid. But when I was younger, I used to do marijuana. And, oh my goodness. That was something else. Those are stories the kids can tell. Unfortunately. Me too, on a special occasion or something. Yeah, I can't, I'm older than I'm just, I used to smoke. I quit smoking. I think it's been like 2 years. Excuse me. I used to smoke cigarettes, but I quit smoking. I think it's been like 2 years since I quit smoking. So now I pick the time I want to play with my hair. But yeah, it's been 2 years, and I quit smoking. So I feel good about that. I really do. I really feel good about that. Now I want to sit here and play with my girls. And that's something. I'm going to color my hair. I really want to wear my hair out. My own hair. I really do want to wear my own hair out, yeah. I really do. But it's so gray and black. I mean, yeah, it's so gray and black. It's really gray and black. A lot of it. You can tell I'm sleepy. I'm sitting up here playing with my hair. Alright, I'm getting ready to call it a night, Nikki. So I can snatch this wig off. I got a triple one day smoke a weed and called a 911. Girl, how you do that? Tell me about it. Girl, that's why I can't do it. And, I can't do it. I don't know what. It always did that to me. That's why I quit that when I was younger. Because I just couldn't hang. That thing made me so paranoid, honey. Those are stories for another time. But girl, so those are stories for another time. I got a whole story. I was going to go to something else, but I'm gonna wait because I'm sleepy. Okay, I go here. Oh, excuse me, girl. You said you called 911. Child, I got so high one day, something happened. I needed to call 911 and I couldn't. Say what's gonna take my kids. Cause we was high than kites. I don't know how many kites, but we was so high. Girl. But that's another story for another day. They was gonna take all our kids that day. We would have went to took the kids to the hospital. And I don't know how many kids we had all together. We had 9 kids all together, girl. They was gonna take all our kids that day. Yes, honey, they was gonna take all our kids. Yeah, that was before I met my husband, girl. Oh no, couldn't do it, girl. Nikki, thank you so much for coming in, keeping me company, girl. You know I love you always here, hanging in there with you, girl. Just a chatting away. I'm gonna give you my what's the name, my Gmail account too. Let me give it to you now. All right. So that you can email me sometimes. You heard me, Nikki? Wait a minute. I'm gonna give you my Gmail account. I'm gonna give you my email account so you can email me sometimes. That way, wait a minute. I don't even know why. Yeah. That way, sometimes I be thinking about you. I be like, what Nikki? I wonder what Nikki doing. Where Nikki at? And, cause you know I can't get in touch with you on your page because you don't, have anything on your page. You know? So, I'm gonna, give you mine. And you could email me, alright? And during the day if you want to talk or whatever. Alright? And yeah. We can do that. And have a good night, Nikki. And thank you so much again. Alright, girl, I'm signing off now. You got it? Alright, I'm going to check it as soon as you send it to me. Alright? So I'll be chatting with you. Thanks again. Good night. I'll be waiting for the email. Alright? Ooh. Sorry, take this makeup off. Where my makeup wipes go? Oh, here we go. All right, good night.